The Saga of the Volsungs. Chapter 1. Concerning Siggi, a son of Odin. Here begins the story of Siggi, who was said to be a son of Odin. Another man named Skadi was also involved in this story. He was powerful and considered a great man, though between the two, Siggi was more powerful and considered to be from a better family, according to the opinion of the time. Skadi owned a slave who is somewhat worthy of being mentioned in this saga, whose name was Bredi. He was wise in such matters as concerned him. He was as talented and accomplished as many men who were considered his betters, and perhaps even more so than some such men. It is said that on one day Siggi went hunting, and Skadi's slave Bredi went with him. They hunted all through the day and into the evening. And when they collected their kills at the end of the day, Bredi had killed not only more, but better animals than Siggi. Siggi did not approve of this at all, and he said it was a strange thing that a slave outshone him in a hunt. He ran at the slave and killed him, and buried his body in a snowdrift. Siggi went home that evening, and said that the slave Bredi had ridden away from him in the forest, and he soon got out of sight, and I don't know where he's gone. Skadi doubted Siggi's story. He suspected that it was a lie, and that Siggi had killed his slave. Skadi had his men search for Bredi, and they found his body in the snowdrift. Skadi said that this snowdrift ought to be called a Bredi drift from then on. Ever since, people have taken after his example, calling large snowdrifts by this name. It was clear that Siggi had murdered the slave Bredi. Siggi was declared an outlaw, and he could not remain at home with his father any longer. Odin traveled with Siggi a long way away from that land, never leaving him until he reached some warships. Now Siggi went on raids with an army that his father Odin gave him before they parted, and he was victorious in many battles, and it turned out well for him, and he was able to claim a land and kingdom for himself. He married well and became a great and powerful king and a mighty warrior, and he ruled Hunland. He had a son named Reyrir, who grew up in his father's kingdom and who was already a large and accomplished man at a young age.